breaking news of a mass shooting on Chicago's South Side. We just learned 12 people were hurt.
Well, that's interesting that Chicagoans celebrate Juneteenth by doing what passes for normal on the South Side of Chicago, a drive-by shooting into a crowd of people. Joe Biden, who was friends with former Senator Robert Byrd, a Kleagle in the Ku Klux Klan, made Juneteenth a federal holiday during his disastrous presidency. Of course, if you've never lived in Texas, you'd likely never heard of Juneteenth prior to that. But now we're all supposed to be thankful that a courageous and moral Democrat president finally made a national holiday out of such an important date for Black Americans. But the phony holiday, which had been celebrated as a state holiday in Texas, only came about because Democrats refused to give up their slaves. Republican President Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves in January of 1863, but Texas Democrat slave owners refused to give up their slaves. I guess you could say they declared Texas a sanctuary state by ignoring federal law. Lincoln's successor, Andrew Johnson, had to send troops to Texas to pry the slaves away from their sadistic Democrat masters in June of 1865, about 2.5 years after they'd been officially emancipated. Democrats, of course, also formed the KKK in the aftermath of the Civil War because the Democrat Party can't carry out its mission without a terrorist wing. That's why they have Antifa today. But today's Democrats want us to believe that they're the party that champions Black Americans, protecting them from the racist Republicans. And yet, the cities Democrats run aren't exactly prospering, with Black residents being mostly segregated from the rest of the population and confined to high-crime areas. Today's Democrat Party understands that, although having lost the Civil War, they no longer own Black Americans, that doesn't mean they can't own their votes. They just need to make sure they keep up the ruse. But if that doesn't work, I suppose they can still count on the illegal aliens to provide a quasi-slave workforce who will ultimately vote Democrat out of sheer dependency.
Look, guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even Black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while until they learn English and they realize they hate us too.
And Schumer is a Palestinian. He used to be Jewish. He's not Jewish anymore. He's a Palestinian.